Hello students, good morning to all of you. Hello and welcome to science classes, especially student of class 10th. So today we will start very important and obviously very first chapter of your biology subject, and that's a life process. As name suggests, life process. Life process. Life process consists of two words, life and process. What is meaning of process? Firstly, we need to understand. Process, how is it different from the activity? Process, we learn lots of processes in class, in science subject, right? Like melting is a process, freezing is the process, sublimation is the process. So lots of processes we understand. So basic things behind all these processes that remains continuing, right? So life is a process, not an activity. Like we perform lots of chemical experiment, so that are the activity. We play, we visit to a place. These all are actually activity. But life is not an activity. Life is a process, means remains continuing. You get the point? So life processes for continuously running that life process that need energy. That need energy. And all of you know that. Like rest of other object, every object, what is energy? Energy is ability to do work, and life process is also kinds of work. So that also need energy. Like for the running fan, for the proper working of the motor vehicle, for the bike, and every object which work actually needs some kinds of energy. You get the point? So energy have different forms, like heat energy are there, electrical energy. Fan will not run through heat energy, right? That's why we need to convert heat energy into electrical energy through thermal power plant. So different forms of energy are available around us. So living things only take energy from a particular chemical substance, and that chemical or that substance is called food. Living things can only take energy from food. Food is the only source of energy for living. Living cannot take energy from petrol, coal or diesel or heat, electricity. So they are unable to take energy in that form. They only take energy from food. But in which form? In chemical form. In chemical form. But one of the things, obviously, food is a complex chemical substance. Like food is a carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins. Vitamin and minerals are the small micromolecules, but rest, carbohydrate, protein and fat, these are the macromolecules, larger molecules, right? So that is very difficult to enter inside the cell. Cell is a very small, right? So cell need energy. Basically energy, what is a structural and functional unit of life? Cell. So basically basically the structural and functional unit of life is cell. So energy needed inside the cell. But it's very difficult, like food molecules are more larger, like food molecules are much more larger than cell. So it needs to break down. It needs to firstly break down. Then it will be entered in the cell. You get the point? That's why whole that process of obtaining food, and utilizing it, that is called nutrition. That is called nutrition. Nutrition. So what is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of obtaining, food and taking energy from it. Not completely energy, but for the purpose of energy, that is called nutrition. Utilizing and obtaining of food or nutrients is called nutrition. So nutrition exists because to obtain food. Understood? Now second point is there, like as all of you know that it is a compound like nutrition. Through nutrition glucose may be entered inside the cell. As we know, carbohydrate break down through nutrition, then it will be converted into glucose, right? But we need energy, and in chemistry subject of the very first chapter, all of you know which kinds of reaction produce energy. How many types of reaction basically? These are obviously combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement, and at last redox also. But leave the point. Basically 4 types of reactions you can find. That's a combination, decomposition, along with displacement and double displacement. Among these 4 chemical reactions, which kinds of reaction produce energy? Of course, combination reaction. All combination reaction produce energy. Like magnesium combined with oxygen and produce energy. You get the point. Drizzling light also in the form of white drizzling light. Lots of like methane, burning of methane gas produce energy. So all combination reaction are called exothermic nature. Why is it exothermic? Because it produces energy or heat. So basically through nutrition there is needs of oxygen to break down the food. It needs oxygen to break down the food. Break down food. You get the point? That's why we need oxygen. So basically for obtaining oxygen to break down food, we must have to have a system which break down oxygen. That is called respiration. So basically respiration is the process of obtaining oxygen, right? So nutrition because to obtain food, respiration to break down in the presence of oxygen. But actually only certain parts of our body are specialized. We are multicellular, well-developed, complex organism. We are not like amoeba, we are made up of only one cell. We are actually very complex living, right? So we have a specialized organ. Like if you talk about the taking of food, then mouth to anus, alimentary canals are involved, right? So rest of body parts also need energy. That's why for transportation, or you can call to supply the nutrient and oxygen to all the parts of body, to supply nutrient and oxygen to all parts of body is considered as transportation. You get the point? That's transportation. And another, basically after a chemical reaction, certain products are useful in our body while certain are harmful or maybe not usable for our body. So we need to remove after intervals of time. So that is called excretion. Exactly. That is called excretion. So basically life process consists of all these 4 very important process. Life is a very complex process. That's why it consists of 4 small or 4 important processes. That is nutrition for obtaining food. That's respiration for the breaking the food and obtaining energy. There is need of the oxygen. So fulfill all requirements of the oxygen are fulfilled by a process that is called respiration. Respiration consists of breathing. Okay, so don't be confused with the Ramdev Baba's breathing. Like Anulom, Bilom, these things are actually related with, that's the part of only respiration. You get the point? Now try to understand. Respiration is there. Next word is transportation. What is transportation? We are complex living, that's why for supplying nutrient like food and oxygen to all the cell, that's why we need transportation. And in such chemical reactions, sometimes there is of course some product form which are not useful for our body, that is called excretion. You get the point? Okay. So that is the basic concept why life process consists of all these 4 processes, and we need to study nutrition, respiration, transportation and excretion. You get the point? I hope is it clear, and in next video we will start nutrition. Thank you.